Hey, what is going on, YouTube? My name is Brian, and welcome back to the Buccaneers franchise here inside of Madden 25. Uh, this is technically episode number 1, um, or at least the next episode after the intro episode. I'm not sure if I'm going to label these 1 or 2 or whatnot, or label last episode's number 1 and this one number 2. Either way, last time we just had a little introduction to the Buccaneers franchise. And I didn't really do a whole lot other than set up the draft class. And let's see, I adjusted the depth chart a little bit. And I just kind of talked about how this is going to work and whatnot. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that episode. And we're now just going to move on here. And we're gonna play our first game, which is currently in real life. Actually, this game occurs tomorrow as I'm recording this. I'm actually recording these episodes back to back. Just so I can get this game out of the way, so that way you guys have more content to watch further down the road, so that way I can get ahead of the game a little bit and not have you guys waiting on me to produce content, especially as I get more busy, as the start of December is very busy for me here at school. So I want to get ahead of the game a little bit, so we're going to just start off by doing this episode today, or 2 episodes back to back, get those all recorded, and then we'll release them in obviously the next couple of days / weeks. So hope you're excited about that, and yeah, let's just jump right into this. Not gonna waste any more time. We're gonna jump into this game, and I will see you guys once we get in there. So see you guys in a sec. Okay, so here we are now inside of the game. We got our team walking out of the tunnel in the Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Obviously, you see the commentators that would usually be there. Obviously, we got new commentating teams this year, but for this purpose, I'm going to be your play-by-play commentator as much as I can be, at least. But yeah, we got a nice, gorgeous afternoon here in Charlotte, and yeah, let's just get ready for some football here, as the Panthers will look like they're going to be kicking off to us first. So yeah, let's jump right into this. Okay, so like I said, the Panthers will be kicking this one off to us first. And we will get it inside the landing zone. Obviously, the new kickoff rule. Bucky Irving on the return, and he gets it up to about the 25. They'll mark him down to 26. They'll get to the 25. So we'll see the our offense come on the field first. Obviously led by the somewhat upcoming quarterback, Baker Mayfield. I said upcoming, but he's been a guy that's been at the bottom of the very low, has hit a low point in his career, and has kind of revitalized his career ever since coming to Tampa Bay. Here's a handoff to Rachaad White, goes up to the left side. Nice gain of a few yards there. There's Rachaad White on last week. Obviously, it's not the real life stats, but yeah, no, Baker Mayfield coming back from, obviously, he was originally drafted by Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns in 2018, first overall. Then bounced around, actually came, funny enough, to the Panthers for like half of the season a couple years ago. Then went to the Rams off waivers. Here comes another run by White. Gets up the middle and gets a nice first down at the 39. But yeah, Mayfield coming to the Rams, and then eventually signing a prove-it deal with the Bucs last season, and then got a $3 million extension after leading them to a playoff berth and win. Here goes White on the run as well. Another run by White. So we're going on the run game so far this week. There's a notable inactives for the Panthers this week. So Derek Brown, Shaq Thompson, Austin Corbett out with injuries this week. Buccaneers we obviously have a couple of injuries as well. Obviously, Chris Godwin. There's some movement up front, but are they going to call? I think they're going to call it on. Oh, they're going to call it offsides. I thought they were going to call a false start, but Deshaun Williams with the encroachment penalty. Obviously, the Buccaneers led by Coach Todd Bowles still here, and I think his third or fourth season now with the Buccaneers since Bruce Arians retired or stepped away to a more administrative role. Got O'Keefe going to motion to the right. White in the backfield. Mayfield going to take the snap. Going to roll to his left. Going to hesitate, but he's going to take off. Going to slide. And going to get the first down. So that's one thing Baker's known for, or has really, shown in real life at least, is his ability to run. Never really watched him prior when he was in Cleveland and whatnot, but seems like something he could have done. He was doing back in college in his days at Oklahoma. Here he goes again, this time to the right side, going to throw on the run, and a huge catch down the field at the 30-yard line, and it's caught by Sterling Shepard. Interestingly enough, with J.C. Horn on the coverage there, but Sterling Shepard and Baker Mayfield both were at Oklahoma together for at least a season. So nice of them to reunite here in Tampa Bay this year. Obviously, Sterling Shepard stepping up for Chris Godwin with an injury. Play action, Mayfield over the middle, too. There, speaking of the man himself, Mike Evans. I talked about Chris Godwin, not Mike Evans. But there's Mike Evans back from injury, obviously, his, second game technically back from injury. So Bucs are already inside the red zone here. Mayfield going to look to throw. Throws end zone. Touchdown. Tampa Bay with Cade Otton getting that first touchdown pass as the Buccaneers as we just cruise down the field here on our opening drive and go up 6-0. With the Chase McLaughlin extra point here forthcoming. It's a good hold, and it's good. So we just like that take a 7-0 lead here in Charlotte. And here goes our kickoff now to the Panthers team with, I don't know who that is on the return. It's a decent return, though. Gets up to the 35. Nice return there by Carolina. And here comes out their offense led by former number 1 overall pick from last year, Bryce Young, who has had a little bit of a struggle, at least, since he came into the league. Obviously, in real life, having a really close game with the Chiefs, but that game wasn't properly reflected in this franchise, unfortunately. But so he might be seeing a little bit of hope, a glimmer of hope occur in his career. Here goes first pass that's Adam Thielen, former Minnesota Viking, who came to the Panthers after the Vikings did not extend him a couple seasons ago. This is first or second season with the Panthers, as the Panthers brought him back or just had a longer contract with him. Here goes pressure up the middle, and that's going to be caught in the middle of the field by Xavier Legette, who was the 32nd overall selection in this past draft in 2024. After trading with Buffalo to get that pick, Carolina got back into the first round, took Legette at the very end of the first round. Another pass outside, this time to Thielen again. Nice catch for another first down. So that's one thing the Buccaneers in real life have struggled with, is their secondary. With the secondary being so young and all that. Handoff up the middle to, I believe, is that Chuba Hubbard? It is Chuba Hubbard with the carry for no gain. But the Panthers now 2nd and 10 from from the Buccaneers 34. Bryce Young throws, nice catch, but knocked to the ground by Zion McCollum. I believe that catch was made once again by Chuba Hubbard. So 3rd and 8 for the Panthers. Bryce Young going to look to throw. Gets pressured. Throws in the middle of the field. Caught by Thielen, who almost breaks off every tackler and gets a 1st and goal at the 8. So once again, Buccaneers struggling. We're struggling here on defense in our secondary. Our pass rush is not really, bringing I feel like enough heat to Bryce Young, but he might just be improving that much. 1st and goal here. Run off to Chuba Hubbard up the side and doesn't quite get through. Gets stopped at the 4 after a nice gain of 4 yards. Nice tight formation from Carolina here. Motion man to the left. Nope, to the outside again. Up the middle, handoff. Chuba Hubbard again, but he's going to be stuffed. Only a gain of 2 met there by David and Whitehead. 3rd and goal. Bryce Young to throw. Gets pressured. Chased, and 4th and goal at the 1. They'll mark him just short as he finds, I believe is that Tommy Tremble? And the Panthers will be going for a field goal. 4th and goal at the 1, and they'll be electing to take the just 3 points. And the kick is up and good. So Pinheiro is Eddie Pinheiro, kicker for the Panthers. First points of the day. And they are now down 7-3. As we will get the ball back here with just under 2 minutes left in the first. Here goes a return up the middle by, I believe it's Devere Thomas. And here comes out Rashad White, and he currently leads, which in running backs and receiving touchdowns. I've never seen that stat pop up before. But yeah, here we go. 1st and 10. Mayfield. Gonna throw it to White. There goes the receiving catch by White, but he's going to lose 4 yards after he's met by Jadeveon Clowney, who had just signed with his hometown team just this last offseason. So 2nd and 14 now for Mayfield. Gonna motion Otten out to the left. Gonna take the snap. Throws short to Keefe, who's gonna get those 6 yards. So we're gonna be back to a 3rd and 8. So 3rd and long here, which is 41 seconds left in the first. Mayfield gonna motion Palmer. Gonna take the snap. Throws to Palmer, but just throws the ball away after getting pressured at the middle. DJ Wonum in the area, it looks like, and that'll be a punt. Oh, and it's going to be a roughing. They got it out, but there's going to be a roughing the kicker penalty on Carolina, which means it'll be an automatic 1st down. Jamie Robinson got there late and ran in, or roughed, knocked over Chase McLaughlin, or not Chase McLaughlin, but our punter. And that'll give us an automatic 1st. So Rashad White in the backfield. Going to take it up the middle. Weaves his way through, gets 6. And goes to the 49-yard line. So that's the one thing I just want to hopefully try and establish here as GM, or whatever you want to say, of this team, is to just make sure we have a run game here, as that'll be the end of the first. Here in Carolina, we lead 7-3 here at the end of the first quarter. But yeah, I just want to try and establish a run game, not necessarily a run, maybe perhaps a run first identity. I usually tend to do that whenever I rebuild teams or just play as teams, but this team I feel like has had not a very good run game in the past, so the fact that they could have one now would be great. Here goes a pass to Keefe for the 1st down. Mayfield took it and just took a little second there for looking for a guy to get open, but found the tight end out of Minnesota, the U of M, for the 1st down here. As Rashad White's going to get the handoff again. Huge hole up the middle for another 1st down. Gain of 11. So we're going to move down the field quick here as Rashad White getting into it a little bit there with Clowney after the play. Mayfield under center. Another handoff. Rashad White. He has a hole to the left. And almost another 1st down. But is luckily stopped just short. Just inches short. Ball placed at looks like the 20.5-yard line. Mayfield up the middle. Rashad White. And he's got a 1st down. Jadeveon Clowney tackled him, but not until he made it across the line. Which is an imaginary line because obviously the players can't see it. But so 1st and 10, already approaching the red zone here. Mayfield throws Keefe. He's got space, and that's another touchdown. And that is Keefe's 1st touchdown, I believe, of the season, and one of the few touchdowns he's had in his career so far as a Buccaneer. So congrats to that young man right there. So here goes the extra point by Chase McLaughlin. And just like that, we now lead 14-3 here in Charlotte. All right, now here comes out Bryce Young and the Panthers for their second drive of the game. Last drive ended in a field goal. See what this one ends in. It's a nice handoff to Chuba Hubbard up the middle. Met at the 32-yard line by Levante David. So gain of 4. And a motion Thielen to the outside. Here goes Bryce Young, going to throw it back to Thielen. And he's going to be met down at the 32, so almost where they were, by Antoine Winfield. Well, Antoine Winfield Jr., my bad. I should clarify. His dad doesn't play in the league anymore, but I should still call him by his actual name here. Bryce Young going to look to throw, gets pressured, gets out of it, going to take off. And he's going to get hit, but he's going to take the slide down at the 47. So shows off his running ability a little bit as he now getting into it a little bit there with Jordan Whitehead. But yeah, Bryce Young able to show off his scrambling ability, you know, despite being 5'10" in height. So a little lacking in the height department. Can definitely use his legs if he gets the opportunity to. I'm going to move Sanders inside. There goes Hubbard again. Ooh, and a big hit by Levante David. Knocking him to the ground, but not until after he gains 7 yards. So Hubbard again in the backfield then. Leggett in motion. Bryce Young, pressure up the middle. Screen pass to Hubbard, who's got plenty of space. Not sure why he has that much space, honestly, but another first down there. Christian Isian was there in the area, as well as Whitehead, and I'm sure other guys as well. But it's another first down here for Carolina. Bryce Young to throw, gets pressured, gets it out in time to Leggett, and Leggett, that's not Leggett. Excuse me, that's oh wait, is that Kadarius Toney? That I don't actually know. It might be. I didn't realize he signed here, but there he is. Young to throw again. Takes a snap over the middle of the field. Finds Tommy Tremble in the middle of the field. And enough for I believe it's Tommy Tremble. Gain of a few yards, brings up 2nd and goal. Handoff to Chuba Hubbard, and he gets taken down. Had space in front of him, but Shoyinka said, I don't think so. So a nice another stop. 3rd and goal. Another 3rd and goal here for the Panthers. Bryce Young outside to 24, and he's got a touchdown. And that's Jonathan Brooks, the rookie out of, I believe it's Texas A&M. If I'm not mistaken. Let me just see here. Jonathan Brooks. He is a rookie out of, oh, yep, Texas. So another Texas running back from the same class, or no, not the same class. The class after Bijan Robinson, who's the current starting running back for the Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers have a nice drive there, seal it off with 6 points. And now they are only down by 4. All right, as Baker Mayfield comes out here, we see the passing touchdown leaders. Baker currently sits at 25. And that looks like it's 3rd in the NFL behind, I think, Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. So very solid season for him so far. Here goes White up the middle, and he's going to go nowhere. Very sharp contrast to the last couple drives, as he's met right in the backfield. Gain of 0, but here's 2nd down. Otten going to move. Trying to fool him a little bit. Throws in the middle of the field. That's Sterling Shepard. And that's a nice Buccaneers first down. So just 2-minute warning here, approaching quick in this game. Here goes outside to Otten, and who almost is able to get forward, but Xavier Woods going to stop him, or is able to carry his momentum forward, as that is now the 2-minute warning here in Charlotte. And the Buccaneers, we currently lead 14-10, with currently driving down the field on the other side of inside of Carolina territory. 2nd and 3. Mayfield going to take the snap. Throws outside to Sterling Shepard, and he can't hold on to the ball. Fortunately, going to drop the pass. So 3rd and 3. 3rd and short here. White in the backfield. Mayfield takes the snap. Screen pass, but he can't quite get it out in time. Too much pressure from the Carolina front 7. And unfortunately, we might just punt this one away, and we will. So the Panthers now have an opportunity to take the lead right before halftime. With our missed points here. Here goes Bryce outside. Hubbard, and he's going to almost be met in the backfield by Christian Isian, but is able to get a yard somehow. There goes Young again. They're going to no huddle. Bryce Young gets hit as he throws, but still gets it out in time. And they're going to take their first time out. Minute 22 left in the first half. On their own 33. Young looking to throw. Throws middle of the field. That's knocked away by Christian Isian. He was looking, I think, for Adam Thielen. Could not connect up with the former Viking this time. Takes a snap again. This time gets a screen pass out, but Levante David right there. 10-second runoff here, no huddle. 3rd and 9. Young looking to throw. Gonna heave it down the field. And he's knocked away, incomplete. Jamel Dean on Xavier Leggett. And the Panthers will go 3 and out. So now we have an opportunity here to add on to this lead if we want. Mayfield looking, getting chased. Gets it out in time, but he just throws it away. He looked like he had White underneath there, but I don't know. The pressure must have got to him too quickly because he couldn't get it out in time. So 2nd and 10. 40 seconds left in the half. From the 22, Mayfield. Gonna throw incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what this is. And it's gonna be pass interference on the defense, on Jadeveon Clowney. I think he was covering Rashad White. And he couldn't get it, or Mayfield couldn't get it to White because he held him for a second. So Mayfield gonna throw again. Gets it out in time. Almost, just knocked away, but Robinson going to cover Cade Otton. So another 2nd down. So back basically where they started before the DPI. 34 seconds here. Mayfield looks to throw. Throws short to Otton. This time he does get it to him. Does not quite get out of bounds. It's 27 seconds left. The Buccaneers are choosing not to call a timeout. 8 seconds left. 3rd and 6. And there goes another penalty. And this will be another offsides penalty on the Panthers. So another 1st down to Sean Williams. His 2nd one of the day. 3rd and 1. 5 seconds left. This might be a Hail Mary from Mayfield, even though you could just run it out. Nope, it's going to be a short pass to Otton, and they're not going to have enough time. So that'll be the end of the half. So we will lead 14-10 here at halftime. And obviously I'm not necessarily going to show you guys the rest of this, so we'll just jump back when we are in the 3rd quarter. Okay, so we are back now here in the 3rd quarter. The Panthers start with the ball, as we started with the ball last time. There goes short pass to Tommy Tremble, and he cannot hold on. Levante David in there on the coverage. Despite his older age, David's still able to keep up with a lot of these younger guys. Still able to do his job very, very well. Why he's such an important asset to have on this defense. Young going to be chased by Vita Vea. Gets it out in time to Chuba Hubbard. Just short of the 1st. Down to the 46. 3rd and 2. But Vita Vea, that's another guy you don't want to let loose, because there's a good chance he could chase you down. Bryce Young getting chased, and he's finally brought down by Joe Tryon Shoyinka. Shoyinka beat the tackle or whoever he was guarding on the left side. Might it be, yeah, and then he just brought him down. And that was I can't remember how to pronounce his name at this point, but their young stud left tackle could not hold him up for very long, and he just let him through. And that'll be a Carolina punt. So now out we come here for our next drive of the game. Mayfield gonna take the snap, gets pressure at the middle. That's caught by Cade Otton. It's like Josie Jewell was in there on the coverage for Carolina, but Otton able to come away. Otton able to come away with it. Sorry, knocking my mic. Motion Mike Evans. And gonna throw it to Mike Evans for the first down right in front of the Buccaneers bench. Right in front of Todd Bowles. Or in front of Coach Bowles, I should say. So 1st and 10 now. Mayfield under center. Hand off to Rachaad White to the outside, who's got space, but there's going to be a flag down. And I fear this is going to be probably a holding call, and it will be. Most likely on Tristan Wirfs. Nope, it's going to be on Cody Mauch. So from the right side, essentially. So another handoff play to Rachaad White. This time he does have some space, gets some of those yards back. Still 2nd and 14. That's always a rough penalty to get, was with the holding ones, because they're always a 10-yard penalty. 2nd and 14 from their own 27. Mayfield looking to throw. Gets pressure by Clowney. Just gets it out in time before he's taken down for a huge loss. So this Panthers defense playing very stingy here. 3rd and 14. Sterling Shepard in motion. White in the backfield. Mayfield going to look to throw. Going to heave it downfield for Trey Palmer with his first catch of the day. And it goes for a huge first down. Nice play there by the 2nd-year pro out of Nebraska. Speedster, a little speedy receiver there. Carving up the Panthers secondary. At least for that play. 1st and 10 here from the 48. Otton going to move a little bit. Throws to Otton, and he will hold on to it. Getting better every season, because I remember that when I watched these guys last year, Otton seemed to just drop a lot of passes, but I think he's gotten better, which is good. Mayfield again to throw, getting pressured. Throws to Sterling Shepard once again, down to the 30, inside the 30 at the 29. Nice play made there by, like I said, the former Oklahoma Sooner and teammate of Baker. Another throw, Mayfield inside, and he holds on to the contact. What a play. That's Trey Palmer again. 1st and 10 now once more from the 16 now. Rachaad White gets the carry and gets up to near the 10-yard line to the 12. He already has 10 carries, 55 yards. Having a very good day for him on the ground here. Buccaneers inside the red zone. Mayfield looking to throw. Middle of the field wide open again. It's Palmer. And he's down to the 2. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay. Mayfield with White in the backfield. Hand off to White for almost a touchdown, but just stopped short. Not sure why he turned away from it, but he had the touchdown there. Mayfield under center. Looks like another handoff. Durham going to move in motion. And there goes a nice run by Rachaad White. This time he is in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And just like that, that is Rachaad White's, or another touchdown for Rachaad White in this season. I forget which number that is for him. I'll make sure to do that before next time. But he's already had himself a good year. Much better. He's taken a step forward for sure. And this game now with a 10-point lead pending the extra point here by Chase McLaughlin. And now an 11-point lead, 21-10 here most of the way through the 3rd quarter. So the Panthers now on their next drive here. Bryce Young. Bull rush, loses his line, but still gets out in time. He's on the run and slides down at the 49-yard line. Nice play there made by the 2nd-year pro out of Alabama. So the Panthers now 1st and 10 at right about midfield. Handoff to Chuba Hubbard. And he gets knocked down after a gain of 5. So the Panthers, obviously, so far a disappointing season, almost as much as last year. But they do have one more win than last year, which is good. And they played very competitively so far this year. Here goes Chuba Hubbard again, this time for another first down. But, you know, obviously in real life, coming so close to defeating the Chiefs. And, you know, already having your 3rd win, more wins than you did last year. I think that's a step in the right direction. Here goes Hubbard again on the carry. Taken down by David. So, yeah, we'll see what they are able to do, you know, through this rebuild, as they are definitely a team that's currently in the rebuilding process. And have been for quite some time now. Here goes Young, throws. Adam Thielen finds him inside the, or outside, or yeah, inside the 30 at the 22. First down. So Young clearly seeming much more confident, able to get the ball out quicker, which is, I mean, if you're, you know, Panthers fan and whatnot, very good sign to see. Obviously, the Panthers led by head coach Dave Canales, former Buccaneers offensive coordinator from last season. Bull rush up the middle. Bryce Young has time, gets it out to Tommy Tremble, who shakes off a tackle and just gets out of bounds before the first down marker. Just short. Young to the end to throw. Blitz coming, but it's missed, and Tommy Tremble has himself a touchdown. So that's another touchdown here from this offense, and this game is gonna, we knew it was gonna, I mean, at least I assume it's gonna be tight because it's a division game, and, you know, yeah, like you just, it's gonna, things are gonna happen, and as long as we can stay ahead, that's all that really matters to me. And they're gonna be going for 2. Make this a field goal game. Here goes Young to throw inside and caught by Tommy Tremble. It is now a 3-point game. So only a field goal needed to tie. So our defense lighting up a little bit here as we close out the 3rd. Gotta stay ahead. Peak success that we've had in the past. I'm not sure what David was doing, but David just stood there waiting for Tommy. I don't know what he was doing. Could have just stayed by him, but as we now come up to on our next drive here, Palmer going to move in motion. White in the backfield. Mayfield going to take the snap. Throws middle of the field wide open, Trey Palmer. Good thing he, you know, moved then, right? As that'll end the 3rd quarter of this very, very tight matchup here in Carolina. Obviously, that huge sack playing a huge role in stopping them earlier. Going to need that defense to show up again here as we try to close this one out. So 2nd and 3 coming up here. Mayfield motions Otten. Otten gets the pass again, and he will not quite get the first. He'll be stopped short. 3rd and 2. So another 3rd down. Buccaneers we've been pretty good on 3rd down so far today. White in the backfield. Gonna hand it to White, who has a first down. Gets enough yards and not much else to it. That's, I think, one of the more weaknesses of this Panthers defense is their run defense in general. I don't think it's been very well this year. There goes White inside, and there we go. Another example right there. White has another first down. I think he's approaching 80 yards on the from scrimmage. Got 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 down on the right. Here goes White to the outside, and he's gonna be stopped short of the first down marker, but still having a very productive day. So here goes Mayfield. Motions Otten inside. A lot of motioning happening today. Mayfield throws. There goes Otten. And that worked because that's another first down. Mayfield now surpassing 200 yards on the day. So very, very productive day for him also. Mayfield again to throw. Throws downfield, wide open, Trey Palmer, who beats J.C. Horn and gets stopped at the 6 by Xavier Woods. Just preventing the touchdown, but yeah, as you see, Mayfield. Horn did not go for Palmer at all, just kind of stood there. Palmer was able to beat or make that separation. Mayfield saw it out of the corner of his eye and just tossed it over to him. First and goal from the 6. White up the middle and pushes himself forward for almost a touchdown, but I guess I'll call him down at the 1. So second and goal here from the 1 then. Very close to a first down. And I saw movement there up front, and that might actually go on us this time. And it will be. False start on Tristan Wirfs. Backs us up a little, but still second and goal. No need for discouragement here. Otten in motion. Mayfield with White in the backfield. Hands off to White. And doesn't go much anywhere. In fact, only gains a yard. Third and goal. Panthers defense trying to hold firm here. Not let us get into the end zone. Mayfield to throw. End zone. Almost had. Looking for Sterling Shepard. But just doesn't hang on. A lot of guys in the area too, so we'll just elect to take a field goal here. Still puts us up by a score, but... And there goes McLaughlin with the 3 points. It is now a 24-18 ball game. So the Panthers just had another 3 and out go their way, so we now have the ball back here with just under 4.5 minutes to play. White with the carry. He goes to the outside and he gets up to about the 27, just shy of the 30. So second and 3 here. So yeah, so far I've been very impressive showing from this team, I gotta say. Here goes White up the middle, almost breaking free, but does get the first down and also surpasses 100 yards on the ground. So very, very successful day for him. And let's see what else we can do here. Mayfield taking the snap, throws out to Sterling Shepard, who shakes off a tackle. He's got space in front of him. No one's going to catch him, but he finally gets caught at the 23 by J.C. Horn. So whoever that was on the initial throw, was it Xavier Woods? Xavier Woods tries to get him, but he manages to shake him off here. And then almost is off to the races, but is tracked down by J.C. Horn. And now the Buccaneers we're in good position here to score if we wanted to. But we're going to probably run the ball here. And there we go with Rashad White. Loses a yard on the carry there, so down to 100 again. But we are definitely chewing clock here as we want to try and walk out of here with a victory. 2-minute warning approaching here fast. And he might not even snap it. He will snap it. Throws middle, White's first down, and that will be the 2-minute warning as well, down to the 10-yard line. So we obviously don't need to do anything there. Carolina has all 3 timeouts still, so we have to do something. We either have to score or just waste enough time here. I formation. Hand off to White, up the middle, and he's going to have a touchdown. I think that's his second touchdown of the day, and we just might have blown this game open here. So an excellent blocking up front. And nobody in the backfield, or nobody in the secondary to stop him. And he just walks right in. And now we're going to be going for a 2-point conversion. An interesting choice here, I got to say, by Bulls. Here goes. And that's going to be... he's dropped it. Just dropped it for Kate Otten. So won't have quite the lead we wanted, but I still think we should have just gone for 1. But maybe that's just me. Seems a little odd that we go for 2 right after they went for 2. I mean, I guess get the jitters out of the way right now. But so now here comes what could be potentially the last drive of the game for the Panthers. Bryce Young takes the snap. Looking around, getting chased, and he finally goes down again. It's Shoyinka and joined this time by Tavir Thomas. Or not Tavir Thomas, but here goes another play. Vita Vea gonna take him down. Huge loss there for Carolina as this line is just collapsing in on itself. Shoyinka chasing him down. Bryce Young gets to the way. 4th and very long coming up here. Are they going to try and go for it? They kind of have to go be in this game. So here we go. The potential last play of this game. From their own 8. Young going to take the snap. Throws downfield. Knocked away by Jamel Dean. Again looking for Xavier Legette. And that might just about do it here. And we'll be moving on to 6-6 on the year. And the Panthers will sadly fall to 3-9. So we'll see what we do here on the rest of the game, but this may or may not. There's a handoff. Rashad White. Oh, he's trying for his 3rd. That is crazy. Nice 2nd and goal here for... We're trying to, I guess, add on to the... Pour more salt in the wound here as he's going to be stopped short. Another timeout taken by the Panthers as they try and stop this this carnage that lays before that they've been given here today. Rashad White in the backfield, going to try again, and that's not going to go anywhere. 4th and goal from the 4. So field goal try here for Chase McLaughlin. This should be an easy chip shot. Easier said than done though, and then it'll be good. So our lead now increases even further, and we are now have a score of 33-18. So here now lies potentially the last drive with the Panthers. We just got a field goal in the last drive. So here goes Bryce Young. Running for his life, gets chased by Diaby, gets it out in time, and what a catch made by Thielen. He shakes off another tackle, and he's brought down finally. That's not even Thielen, that's a different receiver. But what a play made by Young, what an effort. As he's trying to recover this, time lost in this game here. He goes pressured again, gets chased, gets it out in time, but just throws it away. No timeouts left, 17 seconds, down by more than 1 score, so they got to score quick if they want to try and get back in this game. Young again to throw, throws, lobs it, end zone, and overthrows. That time it was Adam Thielen. Jamel Dean in there on the coverage. Unless it was McCullum because McDean was on the other side. But Hubbard in the backfield now, motions 83 up to the right side. And getting pressured again by Shoyinka and throws it again to the sideline. 9 seconds remain here in this game. 4th and 10. Buccaneers will obviously walk out of here with a victory, but it's whether or not we'll give up more points or not. Here goes Young. Final play. Runs up, steps up, throws, and gets taken down. 2 seconds left, and that'll do it. And just like that, we've come into Carolina and we take down the Panthers 33-18. First game this season against our former OC, and we end up coming up on top by a pretty significant margin as well. Excellent plays made, of course, by our tight ends, by Rashad White, and by our pass rushers. Able to pressure him and take him down, especially towards the end of the game as well. Okay, so it looks like after that game, we do have an upgrade for our center, Robert Hainsey. So our backup center, technically filling in for Graham Barton for this week and next week. But we'll just upgrade him there. Not bad upgrades. Okay, so now we are here back after the game. What a great game, honestly. I mean, we'll look back at the box score here right before we end this episode, obviously, but let's take a look at it and just see what we did well, what we didn't do quite well. But in all honesty, I mean, as you can see, we absolutely just killed it here. I mean, it's not like the most, outlandish, like, stats that I've ever seen in the world, but honestly, it's not bad. I mean, Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdowns, almost 300 yards through the air, rating of 127.2. He was very accurate, 77% completion percentage, 24 for 31, not bad at all. No sacks taken, able to escape the pocket and all that. Rushing, Rashad White on the ground, 2 touchdowns, 116 yards after 24 carries. Baker Mayfield ran a couple times. Then moving on receiving, Sterling Shepard led the way in yards. In catches, it was Cade Otton because he was very involved. But in terms of yardage, Sterling Shepard had that huge run towards the end of the game that really kind of solidified the game for us. Trey Palmer got involved. Cade Otton and Keefe, both our tight ends, got the receiving touchdowns. Mike Evans got involved a little bit more. Hope to see him back in more of his full shape as the season goes on. Obviously, he's still trying to reach his goal of getting the 1,000 yards he needs for continuous streak, but that might go by the wayside if he doesn't get at least a couple more, at least a couple of over 100-yard games before the season ends. So since he missed so much time after his injury and whatnot, but Rashad White even got a couple catches in there. Blocking, we didn't give up a single sack, got a penalty or 2, but not a single sack, so that's good to see. On defense, we're really where we shined. The pass rush did really well. Shoyinka got a 1.5 sacks. Vita Vea got a sack towards the end. Tyke Smith did split with Shoyinka on that last sack there on Bryce Young. No interceptions thrown by either side, so very clean game in that respect. A couple tackles were lost for Shoyinka as well. David led the team in tackles. He was very involved there. Saw him a couple times, mentioned his name. So there you go. And then kicking, obviously, we were pretty good. So Trenton Gill got blocked at one point, but other than that, not bad. And then obviously punting was fine. Return, not really going to necessarily look at these a whole lot because, it is what it is. And it was Tavir Thomas that did return that one punt or whatever at one point in the game. But yeah, so that honestly, that was a really good game in all honesty. Very proud of how the team did. I don't really see a whole lot to improve upon other than, not letting up a whole lot of yards. And the yardage still being kind of an issue. How it's kind of persisted throughout the entire, year essentially. But man, if we can play like this for like tougher opponents like the Chargers, we are hopefully sitting in pretty good shape come potentially if we make a push for the playoffs. But we got to start winning a lot more now. Or after this game, we got to keep winning. Got to keep the win streak up. Hope that Atlanta falters somewhere along the line. And then we can maybe take the division lead back. And as that's probably the only way we're going to be able to get into the playoffs. The NFC this year is just so tight with really good teams. NFC North's kind of taken over, minus the Bears, of course, as you can see here. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a race. It's going to be a race for sure. We'll see how the Commanders do. If they drop another game or two, we could potentially sneak in there as a 7 seed. But I don't know. Well, it's all up in the air at this point. But I think what we're going to do is, now that this game's done, I'm going to skip the Raiders week because the Raiders, they're not very good. I mean, I want to get to a good team. So the Chargers, as far as I know, still have a winning record. Raiders do not. So if we lose against the Raiders, I mean, it is, I guess, what it is. But we're also just trying to move this series along as well. So I don't want to watch every single game because that could take literally a while. So we're just instead going to jump in to, we're going to sim through the Raiders game and then we'll jump to the Chargers game. So that way next episode, we can come back and we can watch us take on the LA Chargers. And then hopefully finish out the year as well. And obviously next time we play the Panthers, we will not do that. We will be at home, but we probably won't just because we've already played them. We'll already see how they are. Unless it matters for playoff seeding, then we might watch those games. So we'll see how we do against LA. I'll check back in. I will sim through that too. I'll go to week 15, and then I'll check in with you guys right before. That way we can end things off here right before we start week 15. So yeah, let's just jump right there. Okay, so we are now in week 15, and well, that's kind of disappointing. I simmed through the week just because I didn't think it was going to be that tough of an opponent. because the Raiders are 2-10. They are now 3-10 because for some reason, despite beating the Panthers 33-18, we decided to lose to the Raiders 21-7. So I'm really curious now, what exactly went wrong there? Looking at this, let's just take a look here briefly. What went wrong? Okay, Gardner Minshew had we had through 2 interceptions. Interesting. So that really didn't help us. Gardner Minshew did much better than Bryce Young. Rushing was okay. That's odd. So they really, our rushing game was just not there for some reason. Okay. Receiving wise, okay, Sterling Shepard led the way again. Mike Evans got more yards, but not as much. Trey Palmer got the only touchdown, and then Otten. Okay. Interesting. I mean, we allowed we didn't allow any sacks. Defense, 1 sack, and it was by Craig Gaines. Interesting. Okay, so did my guys just not play? That is really, really odd. Because I did not expect us. What really confuses me about this is the fact that there's no new injuries, to my knowledge. No, there's not new injuries. So, what happened that caused us to lose the game? I don't know. That I don't know. That is a mystery to me. It seems kind of stupid because that really hurts our playoff chances at this point. Because if we look at it, yeah, Atlanta lost again, but then they won. So we're still a game back at least. And we're also the 8th seed because the Commanders are also 7-6. So we have to win this game against LA, and we have to win out. If Atlanta can keep losing, that would be great. But we got the Chargers, then we got the Cowboys, who are 5-8. So I'm not too concerned. But I guess I can't count any team out, it seems like. The Panthers are obviously 4-9, so they won another game. They won last week. So that's that. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's gonna make next episode very interesting to watch because if we lose this game against LA, we're kind of in a very, very, very tough situation in terms of actually making the playoffs. Let alone winning our own division. So that could be interesting. I'm really curious why that happened in Vegas. Okay, I mean, was it in Vegas? Because that'd be my next question. Because if it was in Vegas, then I can maybe understand why. But no, it was at home. Okay, so that is really strange. That is really strange. Anyways, well, on that note, I guess, yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching us, the second episode in this franchise here. Like I said, hopefully we'll have these come out more regularly. Hopefully it won't be a very big gap between them, especially I know as the holiday season is upon us. School's going to get busy for me in the next couple weeks, so I hope I can just figure out how to record these and just get it done. But with that said, that is going to be it for now. So that said, that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free again to check out all the other content I post on this channel as well as my other channels. All will be either on my channel page or linked in the description, whichever one place I choose to put it. But for now, that's all from me. See y'all in the next one. Peace.